And today I have a fabulous, amazing, most wonderful guest. Her name is Nina Vakian. She is a celebrity esthetician. She has worked with the finest in Hollywood and New York and typical people like me. Nice to see you. Likewise. And before the show, we were running through like 10 different possible ideas of what we could talk about. And I know that in my most recent life, as I see it shows, we've been all talking about things that we don't like. We've all been, we're against this and we're against this and we don't like when people do this and da-da-da. Today we're going to make it the happy show, the love show. People, let's discuss how to love one another, fully love one another, and what it means to care about, and what it means to empathize with other people and not just bobblehead them, but really mean what you say, help other people feel good, give other people the light that you have within you, and that's basically what we're doing today. That's why we're here.
Tell me how you handle all this, how can you be around so many different people, different cultures, different ages and everything, and you teach yourself. How could you have that angelic patience to everyone? I always was admiring you since I've met you. I know you already 10 years and you're doing such a great job. Like you said the other day, I just say thank you. I think people should know about this, how you say thank you.
I was taught from a very young age that you say thank you, and you can never say thank you enough times. And it's good. People appreciate the thank yous.
Yeah.
I mean, don't say it to the point where you're driving people crazy, but yeah, people do appreciate the things. They appreciate the gratitude. It's an attitude of gratitude, right? Well, how have I managed to deal with so many different types of people over the years? I've been teaching at Touro College now for 24 years, almost, since my son was born. And I've met, I guess by now, probably over 1,000 students, probably more like 2,000 students, and I've seen all types of different kinds of personalities. Most of my kids, I have to say, most of my students behave beautifully in school. They want to learn. They have a thirst for knowledge. But then they're the ones that they whisper in the back with their friends. Sometimes they roll their eyes. Sometimes they critique my outfit. You can see that they are. So how do I handle that and keep on teaching and keep my smile up? This is what I decided to do. I have decided to love them anyway. Like that video that you one time put up on Instagram.
Wow. Yeah, I remember.
Love them anyway.
Wow.
Right? And it's true. People can be so selfish. People can be so self-centered. People can be so creepy and so unfortunate. Love them anyway. That's how it is. So this is what I decided to do. When I see my students in the back misbehaving, I say, look, at this point in time, these are my kids. For the next 2 hours in this class, these are my children. Do I love my children at home? 100%, and it does not matter what they do. And sometimes they really haven't done so many crazy things, and that's the truth. I thank the Lord, I have very good kids. But for the few things that they've done crazy, you love them anyway. So this is how I treat my students. You just keep giving them the love. You remind them, please don't talk in class. This is a talk-free zone. Unless we have something to share with me and with everybody else, you know where the door is. You can always, leave, finish your speech, finish talking to each other, come on back, and be these really great kids, and that's fine. And they do learn that, and what has turned around some of my toughest students is when I love them anyway, and they see it, and I don't raise my voice at them, and I don't start screaming at them, and I don't start saying, how dare you disrupt my class? It's not about my ego. It's never about ego, and it should never be about the ego.
So interesting.
Yeah, that's the thing. When you make it all about your ego, that's when life gets very, very tough. And that's when people hurt you.
You're right.
Yeah.
It's about ego. It's so interesting you touched that, because I found that superego and ego issues in LA when I was meditating with a bunch of women. And what you said, I think when you drop it and you try to understand because of experiences we have with other people, you're like, oh my God, that person probably had so much pain to be that defensive. Because I was in that shoes before. Because I was always like trying to prove my own ego that I'm like, worth of something and like love me and do something, and I want you to recognize me, my persona. But why that happened? Because someone hurt you so bad. So I was looking from everywhere so much acceptance and love, and when you are aggressive and upset when someone hurt you, you just pouring this poison out of yourself. So nobody wants to love you like that. And to find those a few people like you and Esther, like your daughter, who were calling me constantly and accepting me anyway, with tears when I called you, with like negative, like this, that. It's very hard. It's very few people. And when you found those a few people, like you, like Daniela, you understand that you are still a good person. So probably we need to be those people. And sometimes I just can't, like, me, I kind of step back because, when I get too sensitive, like I feel like I'm still young in that experience, you have a shield, you're tough like that. You're like, okay, I am a mom, I'm a mom to these people.
Yeah.
But I can do it, like you said, I can do it in the room with my clients. Because sometimes people, they come also irritated and upset. And honestly, to tell you, like, you have to be professional. Like, you have to love them.
Love them anyway.
Yes. And I literally put my mindset. I cannot just do like manual mechanic job, because it's going to be mediocre and they will feel it, and I will be abrupt and irritated and like, it's not going to be pleasurable. But when I'm nice and I'm making this experience as like for everyone else, like someone I love, like for you, my mom, my sister, my someone like, very important for me, they feel it. They feel it that you love them. By your timbre of voice, by your, movement of your body, like they know that it's soft and it's kind, and then you succeeding.
Exactly, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah,
it's hard.
It is hard, especially if you're having a tough day. It's very, very hard to be this amazing facialist, and to take care of people the way that they deserve. And so it's all about checking your ego at the door. It's all about saying, it's not about me alone, it's about me and the world. Me and the world. I am a person in the world. I'm not a person on my own planet. God never intended it that way. There are, I think, now 8 billion people here on this planet Earth, and it's all about being one with everybody. And it's all about feeling like it's not just about me, it's about me and you and everybody else. But that comes with first feeling at one, at peace with yourself. You first have to feel like you are a whole human being. You first have to love yourself tremendously, love yourself unconditionally, without conditions. Without what did I do before, and what did she or he do before, and why am I unhappy today? It's not about that. It's about leaving all of that behind and living presently, moment to moment, enjoying each and every moment that God has given you to be on this planet Earth. And once you have that kind of mindset where I am so at peace with myself, this is when I become at peace with everybody. this is when I start to feel the goodness that is within everybody else. Because once you see your own goodness, you have these great eyes. I'm not talking about makeup now. You have these great eyes, and you just start to see everybody through these amazing eyes.
I know exactly what you're saying. That's why we're so sensitive. You know, we're so sensitive to energies. And it's hard. One of my friends told me, she's like, but how you live like that? If you constantly think about what other person, how they feel, what they do, what this, what that. I do feel that. I cannot turn it off. I cannot turn these feelings off. I'm not an Iron Man.
Not a robot or a computer.
Yeah.
Or a fridge. Yeah.
We're healers, you know, right? That's why you touch souls.
That's right.
You know, psychologists, and you know, we definitely think a lot about how to make people comfortable, please them, and that makes us happy. And you know, and it's like it's an exchange, and it's beautiful. If you're not sensitive, then you kind of like you're missing part of pleasure. Like, you know.
Yeah, that's right. You know, for the past couple of years, I've been on. A psychiatrist convinced me to go on to antidepressants. I had taken a little something for anxiety, and once I was at the psychiatrist's office, he convinced me to take an antidepressant. And at first I'm like, wow, this is going to be the ultimate happy pill. But it turned out to be the absolute opposite. Because once I was on it, and once my system got used to it, I was not capable of feeling happy. I wasn't capable of feeling sad either. I wasn't capable of feeling and not being empathic. And I found myself becoming this person that I was not the past couple of years. But then a friend told me, you know, I see you gained some weight, and that was okay. And she said, is it possible, are you on medication? I said, yes, I'm on medication. I'm on an antidepressant. She's like, get off of it right now and you're going to lose the weight. You'll see that you're going to lose the weight. I got off this medication late May, and all my emotions are coming back in a major, major way. First the sad came back, and I was crying day and night. And then the happy came back, and now I'm feeling happy in a way I've not been able to feel in the past 1 year. So I say, thank God I have my emotions back. The good, the bad, and the ugly, because you need your emotions. You need them.
Totally.
You know, that you gotta know, like I guess you could say, the time to show them. You know, it's like let's at a funeral, let's try not to laugh. You know, I'm like.
It's fantastic. You such a strong person.
And I am becoming stronger now that I'm off of it. And a person in my life that I love very, very much said to me yesterday, she's like, Dina, I don't know what got you onto the medication in the first place, but I want you to know you have a lot of gifts. The next time you're feeling down, don't turn to the psychiatrist. What you do is work out even more than you love to work out.
Right.
And, you know, go visit the nursing home, go visit the hospital, go dance.
Yeah.
You know, do the things that you love to do. Your hobbies, your fashion and talent shows. Go take a walk through nature. That's what this lady told me to do. I'm like, this is one of the most intelligent speeches anybody has ever given to me.
So beautiful.
Right. I was so thrilled. You know, it's like this, when people are that empathic to you and that caring to you, and they show you that much love, it restores your faith in humanity. And you could tell that, and you could tell it came straight from our hearts. And the words are so true. The words are so true. We don't need pills to be happy. That's it. And I would never judge anybody who does have to take Zoloft. Some people do need it. But there's also a time to consider going off that. I'm not talking now about schizophrenics.
Yeah, no.
Schizophrenics will need medication their entire lives, and let them just be on that. But for you, me, and you, and average people, we have other ways of dealing
to fix this.
To fix our problems. We can fix our own problems. We are our own healers.
Yes,
The power,
it's within.
The power is within us. We can do this.
Absolutely.
That's it.
Me and Dina, we are the walking examples of that.
We're walking examples of sensitive people who manage to make a go of it anyway. That's what this whole world is about. This is what life is about. God has created many, many people, very, very sensitive nature. You know, some will say that it's a handicap. It is what you make of it. You can take this sensitivity and you can change the world. You can change the world with the sensitivity. You can make yourself a more loving person. You can make yourself an empathic person. You can make yourself somebody who cares, who understands everything and everybody. Can you imagine? Not the entire world was built like this. Everybody is different. Everybody has certain gifts, certain skills. If your skills happen to be that you're very sensitive, just know how empathic you can be, how loving you can be, and how much you can change yourself. You can be all love. If you can be that empathic, you can show so much empathy to yourself. And if you're showing that kind of empathy to yourself, the empathy that you can give to other people, you have no idea. You can change the world.
Absolutely, it's shining. It's like it's what you feed your soul with. That's why, because nobody born just like we're angels, you know what I mean? But you choose what to do with your energy. It's very limited amount, and it's very hard to manage it because like sad emotion, negative emotion. Some people they want to talk about it, like how the other day I was reading great minds, who discuss people who discuss ideas, right? Like be the great mind, discuss ideas, don't talk about other people, and I know about this about myself because I'm very I'm melancholic. I have melancholy and I'm choleric, so I'm a little bit more active, and in the meantime go down.
I know it's crazy that we're so similar because we have so much energy to go.
And then boom.
But at the same time, we also have this tendency to get depressed.
Yes.
So it's like you have to literally pull yourself up and manage.
Totally.
It's about managing. And it's like sometimes, over the past month when I was feeling so many crazy roller coaster emotions, and I felt like crying a lot. And at first, I tried to fight the crying, and then I said to myself, listen, just cry it out.
Yes.
If you're feeling sad, cry it out and see where it gets you. So I put myself down in a heap, and I cried for 10 minutes straight, and then after that, I wasn't in the mood of crying anymore. There was no tears left to go. And you know what I said to myself? I feel so much better. I wish I'd let myself cry more often because now I actually feel.
It's a therapy.
Sometimes I'm like, if I start to cry now, my older daughter's best friend is a psychiatric nurse at Bellevue. I'm like, if I start crying now, Raquel is gonna come, pick me up, and take me to Bellevue tonight.
No.
But then when I'm done crying, I'm like, oh my God, hey, I'm alive. I'm still alive.
I've cried too recently. We're women. We have all sorts of emotions and hormones, and sometimes there is nothing to cry about.
And crying won't make you crazy. It's an emotion like laughing.
Yeah.
Crying is an emotion like laughing. It's an emotion like anything else is an emotion.
This is so good you mentioned that because it's almost in our society normal is not normal anymore. Right. We can't be expressive. We can't say how we feel. We cannot just say somebody I always say that to any person I love, girl or boy, if I'm in love with someone, I tell them why am I going, or if I have some problems I tell, and my friends, I can feel how it's strange for them that I let them hold my secrets. I mean, What?
You gotta trust so much before you do that.
Why people think that if I tell something even horrible, why they think I'm a worse person? No, that's it. That's it. I told you everything I've had.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm not worse than that.
Yeah.
You see my worst right here.
Yeah. On my last show, we were talking about fair weather friends.
Yeah.
You know, the people who only want to hang out with you when you're happy.
Yeah.
The people who only want to hang out with you when you have something fun to say, when you're having a good time, when you're, the one making all the jokes. But then there are the people who they don't want to hang out with you if you are telling them like it is.
Yeah.
Or you're telling them something you don't like about that.
Yeah.
Or you're telling them some horrific, horrible, terrible story that happened, or if you're complaining, let's say, about your son. They don't want to hear about any of that nonsense. And then they go, bye-bye. Yeah, those are the fair weather friends. And, really, who needs them?
We fall into boundaries problems.
Yeah.
So I guess you remember we did this recording about friends with ST, you and me, and we said that we really should, we kind of finalized it, we should have a couple of friends.
Oh, yeah. We talk a lot about friends.
Just a couple of friends.
But your friends can make it or break it for you.
Yeah.
They really can. It's like the best of friends can lift your life up for you. It's like, ultimately you're the one responsible for lifting up your own life, but they can enhance your life. Whereas bad friends can totally take away your life. They can literally take away your life if they do dangerous things. But mentally and spiritually, they can take away your life if they're a drain on you. If they fetch you, complain to you, always tell you, oh, look what happened to me, am I this, am I this, am I this. They'll zap you, they'll take everything out of you. You'll be left with nothing but a shout. This is what happens if you have the bad friends. So it's important always to have good friends. Most of all, what we were discussing before, you gotta love your own company. There's nothing like your own company. As a Sagittarius, that comes natural, and it always did. Love my own company. Yes, I adore my friends. Yes. Did I hang out with friends last night and they made me a really, really nice party? My son just got married, so they made us a great party. They did do that, yes. But as much as I love the friends, I love hanging out by myself. So even before you start thinking about who your friends are and who you want to hang out with, your best company is you.
Totally.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I like to keep life simple.
That's right.
And
I agree with you. Me too. I like now to be more humble, and I just done this show a few days ago, I told you, and after work I had to put that fake hair, fake lashes, put myself together and getting those bags and everything to represent my skincare, and it was my first show, and I felt so uncomfortable with everything, and it's been the second time I feel that way. I used to be all that. I used to be showy, and I have red car. Everybody know, so it's drum spa, gold handlers, those things, and I don't know what's happened to me lately. I feel very comfortable in shorts and in my t-shirts and band. My dog, park.
It's so funny.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like to be relaxed now.
Yeah.
But less responsibilities is better.
Yeah. I feel the same way, but it seems like getting off the meds suddenly. I just want to dress up every day. Yeah. I want to reach up and kiss the sun.
You're happy.
I feel the gamut of emotions, and am I glad?
It's beautiful.
I am glad. It's important to feel your emotions, and I'm no Mr. Rogers here. We've discussed them on other shows. Another guest had actually met Mr. Rogers at a forum. She's a teacher, and she met Mr. Rogers at a forum, and she's like, he's all that. He's everything that you imagine him to be. And so no, I know Mr. Rogers, I'm not going to start changing my shoes or taking off my top or putting on a new top or any of that. But it's important to feel your emotions, no matter how painful, and you won't go crazy, because you did. And I'd like to say to all of you, I am Dina Nierenberg. This is my show, Life as I See It, with one of my favorite guests, celebrity esthetician Nina Avakian.
Thank you for inviting me.
My pleasure, and I will see you all soon. Take care. Mwah.